I had to bring out the diary for this episode. I did not review episode 30 because that bored me entirely. But Love Island USA episode 31 bored me less. I'm just going to go over the things that spoke to me that I immediately had to write down. So Melanie and Sincere got the hideaway. At first, I was infuriated. And then I had to think about the other couples. Okay, so I guess they didn't choose Bryce and Trinity because they got a date. And I guess they didn't choose Anaya and Carl because they're fresh. They didn't choose Casey and TT because they're still like, ooh, do you deserve that though, Casey? And then I was like, okay, I guess allegedly Sincere and Melanie could make sense in that choice, but I still disagree with it. Melanie in the hideaway said, I wrote, Melanie got me stressed. Your mom wouldn't be mad at Sincere. Sincere says his mom would be so mad at him for what he's done. Valid. Melanie. This actually explains a whole lot of your choices. That your mom would not be mad at Sincere. It also raises a lot more questions. It answers a lot, and it makes me question a lot. We're squealing for a situationship. And Kata tried to save it with a family comment, saying that, oh, Zach wants me to meet his family. So it's not really a situationship. Trinity, you did really good. You kept the energy up and snuck that truth in. And Kata felt that sneak. It was not as sneaky as you thought. Yeah, try to say, but that doesn't make it a not situationship, Kata, just because he wants to meet your family. Girl, you know how many guys, family I met that it didn't mean a goddamn thing. Anyways, Kenzie, I remember being in my 20s and adjusting the retelling of an event to have the perception go in my favor. This is in reference to her telling the girls in the makeup room, can you believe it? Dylan said it didn't mean anything. It means nothing to him that I want him to meet my family. That is not what he said. He said, I would like that to mean something. I was excited until I remembered you said the exact same thing to Caleb. It's not the meeting your parents that means nothing to him. It's the word for word repetition. But you're massaging the truth. You like to massage the truth. Yes. Listen, every time Kenzie is manipulating somebody, she's massaging them. She's literally massaging the truth into their brains. Yes. Sincere, we finally found a use for your withholding of the truth. You didn't tell the boys about how far you went with Melanie. Knew it would come in handy at some point. I actually did not. But here we are. TT at the water park with the girls, having fun. Each girl goes over where they're at in the relationship. TT is crying, saying like she's never brought anyone to her family before. She's never been treated so well before. Heartbreaking. And then the girls come around and hug her. So sweet. KC. I forgot who he was talking to, but he says, she's shown me that she's worthy to be my girl. I wrote barf. That was disgusting. Casey is wrapped in a blanket of misogyny. It is definitely his compass. And I hope he doesn't lead TT astray, but, perhaps. And I think, though, this is where it really comes down to the difference between Anaya and KC. KC was looking for someone not only of the same class mentality, because he brought up South Central. He's looking for someone of the same misogynoir. Black misogyny. I don't think Anaya was going to submit to him the way TT is willing to. And I think it's more of a cultural class thing, a socioeconomic thing. I think some Black women fall into the, it's the right Christianly thing to submit to your husband. I'm saying certain cultural ideologies exist or persist in certain socioeconomic backgrounds, and others don't do as well. Now, there are women, I know women who are like master's degree level educated, still quite religious, actually. Still quite religious and submit to guys. So yeah, you can be very educated academically and, bow to the patriarchy. It really disappoints me. I'm really hoping it's his lack of awareness or his, lack of communication skills. But, and it's not to say that a person can't say, I hope my partner is worthy of me. Like, to hold yourself in high regard, sure. But it's just the way he says these things makes me think it's something else, It's not about self-love. It's about submission. Anyways, TT said, I love KC. Don't tell him I said that. Girl, we don't have to because you just did. You on camera. You on candid camera, girl. He gonna find out when he watches. But yeah, I don't think Anaya is of the socioeconomic background that could allow for certain traditional values that are associated with Christianity. Yeah, I don't even know if she's Christian, actually. But if she is, she's probably doing the more modern Christianity that says, my man better treat me like a princess, that sort of thing. Kata being upset with Trinity that she doesn't acknowledge the magnitude of exclusive, it's reading as more insecurity projection. She's not sure what she's really upset about. They also have different definitions of situationship. What Zach and Kate are describing are hookup buddies. Now, an F buddy, a hookup buddy, is different, I think, from a situationship. A situationship is like everything that a relationship is without the title, because this person doesn't want to claim that person. They doesn't want to do the extra thing of making them think that, oh, we have a chance of getting married. That's what it boils down to. I wish they could have that conversation, be like, listen, Zach doesn't want to marry you. Zach doesn't want a long-term thing with you, most likely, is what it's giving. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what it's giving. And it's odd to me that Kate is crying because she told Zach that they're not excited for her. But Trinity was jumping up and down, all this squealing. She was doing a big show. So it wasn't that she wasn't celebrating it. It's just that she's in disagreement of the definition of a situationship. So now we're dealing with semantics. And I think, yeah, Kate is upset. Her frustration is misplaced. If only she could see Zach for who he really is. And then for him to say, after Casey and TT make it official, oh, the timing. Great timing. He loves negging Kata on, and that is not good for a long-lasting, loving relationship full of respect and joy. She thinks, oh, that's just him. That's going to get old, sweetie, and you're going to be wondering why you feel so insecure and why you keep crying all the time. And you're going to blame every which way except right at Zach. And I don't have to worry about it because the show is almost over. And it's boring. They should have had more bombshells. We're having filler stuff. I do like that the girls got to have an away time and oh look, Kenzie got to process and digest what Dylan said, and Dylan got to do the same. Yay, yay, yay. Yay for everybody. But yeah, it's not that I don't want, like, it's not that I want a lot of drama or anything. It's just, how many times can the girls have a sneaky secret from the boys? And it's cute. I do like the friendships of Love Island, so I do appreciate the bonding that is occurring. I'm just like, let's wrap it up. I can't even vote for my favorite four. I don't have a favorite four. I have a favorite two. I don't have a favorite four. I almost voted for Casey and TT just because of how pissed off I am at Zach and Kenzie and Sincere. But I can't. So I didn't vote. I'm not voting. I'll let the chips fall where they may. I'm not a part of this.